What's up, man? It's 2Sneaky, man. And we back with another sneaky video, you feel me? Back with another body cam film, man. Let's get it, man. Hold on. Let's get it, man.
1st, 2024, officers were called about a felonious assault where a gun was fired at an AT&T worker in Cleveland Heights, Ohio. Before they can apprehend the suspect, officers speak to the AT&T worker and the house owner he was working at to get the full story and to discover the suspect's whereabouts.
My little shaking, but I'm okay.
Where did it happen?
24th basement. I was cornered in the basement. He kept looking at me funny the whole time.
My boy having a shootout. AT&T shootout.
Walked through the door, and I didn't think nothing of it. You know, I went down to start working, and I'm cornered in the basement, and I hear a loud shot. And you know, I start ducking, and I hear him run up the stairs. Okay. And that's all I know.
Okay, you weren't struck or nothing, right?
No, I wasn't hit.
Okay.
Would you be willing to do a statement for him?
Yeah, I will. But let me call my manager. Let him know what's going on.
That's fine. Okay.
Bren, correct?
That's my grandson.
Your grandson?
My grandson.
He did leave the house, correct?
Yeah, he did.
About how long ago?
So your grandson doing this right here. I would say you tell him, but hell nah. This nigga shooting niggas for no reason, fool. He could have hit you, fool. So you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. Fool ass wanna shoot at the AT&T worker, fool. He trying to hook y'all up with the little Wi-Fi. I don't get it. I don't comprehend it.
About 20 minutes ago, he went.
I want to buy your house. I can pay you cash for your house, no matter what condition it's in. If you need...
He went that way.
Said about 15, 20 minutes ago, left towards the park.
I thought it was a firecracker. I didn't know what it was.
You said about 20 minutes ago?
Yeah.
Do you know if the firearm is still here?
No, I mean, I didn't even know. No, it's not here. Not here. He probably has it.
Did you hear a gunshot or anything?
Yeah, I did. I heard. I said, "Oh, what was that?"
Okay. Are we able to come in to where he shot at?
I don't think fool shot at that bit. Fool ass said the AT&T worker said he was cornered and shit. Like the fool ass was cornered to kill his ass or some shit. I think Jit ass was playing with the stick and that motherfucking shit went off and he slid. That's what happened. There's no way he was busting up. He would have hit that nigga, man. We in a house, nigga. We can't miss in a house. I would have hit you. There's no way. There's no way I'm missing here. We ain't inside no big ass mansion. You said we in the basement. There's no way. I think fool ass, that motherfucking stick went off, and yeah, man, and he slid. There's no way.
The officers discover the homeowner where the shooting took place is the suspect's own grandmother. Due to him still being on the loose and possibly armed, he is an extreme danger to the surrounding public. They attempt to get information about where he might be from the grandmother.
Man, does he drive? Does he have a vehicle?
He doesn't have no.
Are you sure he left the house?
Oh yeah, he's gone. He stayed here. Look.
What's his name?
His name is Mark.
Mark
Thomas. I had him to spend the night here because he smokes marijuana, and I think that he said that he smokes marijuana because he's got glaucoma.
Does he have any mental health issues or anything like that?
That's what
do we have anybody on the drone team available?
Right here is where I heard it. I said, "Oh, what was that?" He said, "It's a gunshot."
What the hell is going on with this? Fool. Is they blurring everything out? Like, it's dirty in there? Like, what's going on?
Did he shoot upwards, downward? I mean, do we know that?
It looked like he shot through a duck.
He did. Oh my God! Shot through the duck. Look at that.
What kind of appointment? So you saw him run, right?
He walked.
He walked right across the tree lawn. So you didn't see if he crossed the street.
Nah, man, that stick went off, man. That stick went off. Yeah. Cause fool, that's the only option. Fool, there's no other option. I don't think fool ass try to hit nobody, but fool ass is for to go to jail for a motherfucking with a deadly weapon. But I don't think this attempted murder, fool. Cause I don't think he tried to hit a nigga. You can say he attempted murder just because he was playing with that bitch. He shouldn't have been playing with that bitch. But fool, I don't think fool.
Okay. 510 all units. Caller didn't see which way he went exactly, just that he went towards the park.
Even with a 20-minute time delay, officers urgently checked the nearby park for the suspect.
Because he there, like a sucker.
Walking towards the community center.
Yeah, I see him over here. He's wearing a green wife beater, orange pants.
But then again, he would think this shit like, he would just think this shit gonna die down just because the gun just went off. He wasn't trying to hit a nigga. That's what I think. So he went to the park just to chill. Cause there's no way in hell if you trying to hit a nigga, you going to the park and sitting there. You trying to get gone. But I would have got gone though. Cause I had an AT&T worker in there. And my grandma in there. So like, yeah, somebody calling the crackers. I gotta get gone.
Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Lay down flat. Lay down flat. Wind your arms.
Your units are out with the mail. Look at that.
Copy.
Yeah, I got you. Still, bro. Don't move.
Is that a mask? Or a fool really look like that?
Still, bro. Don't move.
Fool really look like that. Fool, I thought that was a mask. It looked like his whole face is like clay or some shit. Like his shit spray painted on, bitch. Like what the fuck? And this ain't no jit. But I still think the gun went off. I think his soft ass just motherfucking was playing with that bitch, bro. Cause his big ass would have hit son. There's no way in hell. What you running? Everybody on the wall. Sorry.
We got one detained. Alright, man. I'm about to pat you down, make sure you got no weapons on you, alright? Roll over. There you go.
Okay.
Alright, roll over to the other side, bro.
Oddly enough, officers find no weapon on the suspect, meaning they are still missing a key piece of evidence.
Keep your leg up. Lift up. Go over to this car right here, okay?
I dare you to let me build you a completely free e-commerce store preloaded with 20.
Look, in this situation right here, if the police start asking him questions, what's the point of answering them? What's the point of answering them? If they start asking him questions, why you did this, where this at, what's the point of answering them? I'm not getting out of the cuffs.
Alright, go ahead and get in, man.
Myself and Lunch are going to check the park for the jacket. Okay. Guys.
Yep. Yeah, this is going to be him. We don't need a victim ID, right? This is a known party.
Correct.
All right, ready?
Since officers confirm this is indeed Mark Thomas, the suspect they're looking for, this leads them to believe that Mark dumped his belongings in the park. The incident report also indicates that the temperature at the time was only 22 degrees Fahrenheit. Combining this with the fact that Mark was only wearing a tank top and pants, officers can infer that he likely took off whatever jacket he was wearing and dumped it in the woods, along with the firearm he used to shoot at the AT&T worker.
Hell nah, man. He didn't shoot at that nigga, man. He didn't shoot at that nigga, man. That nigga would have got popped, man. Hell nah. Anybody can put this shit together. That AT&T nigga would have died. Fuck is he talking about, nigga? Man, we inside of. First of all, how the AT&T nigga said it. This how he said it. He said we were trapped in a basement. He was trapped in the basement, basically. So that nigga was guarding him. So he couldn't leave the basement. So if I'm up in this bitch at you, there's no way I'm missing this bitch. And look, if I'm trying to kill you, why the fuck is I'm just fucking popping at that bitch one time and running off? I don't get the whole thing. You need to tell us.
Hey man, I'm not gonna ask you no question. I just want to know: are you Mark Thomas? Okay. All right, man. So here's the deal. Like I said, I'm not gonna ask you no questions or nothing. I don't want you to incriminate yourself. We're just taking it back to the.
This is what I'm talking about. This is a smart officer right here. You feel me? I ain't finna ask you no questions. I don't want you freaking incriminate yourself. That's all the officer gotta say, man. But the other officers gonna want you to incriminate yourself, man. Yes. He need a promotion. He need a promotion already. This is what I'm talking about. This right here proves any questions the police officer asks you, bro, you gon' real deal fuck yourself over in this bitch, boy. I'm telling you, any question they ask you, any question. That's why, cause an officer can't ask you no questions and get you out of shit.
So you can be interviewed by a couple detectives.
Oh, they
Fair enough.
do that shit.
All right.
So where'd you see him at, sir?
We're gonna follow this path. He's either gonna be. When I saw him, I was just turning in, and he was near the corner here, so he'd either come from the park or from the woods. But he was already on the path at that point.
Okay.
They don't got no dogs.
Back at the grandmother's house, officers get more information about the incident,
They
and
don't
Mark.
got no dogs. They get fucked. Cause fool, I'ma break this bitch down like 4 times. Fool, probably 6 times in this bitch. I'm breaking everything apart. The whole gun. He had 20-minute head start. That's a 20-minute head start, plus another like 10 to 15 minutes. I'm burying that bitch in 5 different places. There's no water, so we can't throw that bitch in the water. So that bitch gotta go in the ground. And you can't bury the whole gun in the ground though. But he did the whole gun. Only way you do the whole gun, that bitch gotta get buried deep, fool.
Behavior from the victim himself and the grandmother.
Just stood here staring at him, just staring at me. Wherever I want, he just stared.
Yeah, was just following you around the house. Was he just following you around the house, or just
Yeah, he just followed me down the basement. She asked me to show him where the basement was.
But I had no.
She had no idea what was going on.
My Lord.
We both.
I knew his father said he's having a mental breakdown.
Yeah, that's what you were saying.
And he. Lord have mercy.
Okay. So we did. I don't know if you did see, but there was an entry, and I don't know if it exited out the back. My partner was downstairs through the furnace stuff.
Oh
yeah. So were you were over in that area?
I was over back. I can show you where I was. All I heard was a loud shot, and knew it was a gunshot. You know?
Was he was trying to shoot at him, or he wasn't trying to shoot at him? Because if I say all I heard was a gunshot, that mean I heard the gunshot. That mean I heard it. That don't mean the gunshot was for me. That mean I heard a gunshot. He said, all I know, I heard a gunshot. Nigga, where you was? Yeah, I was right here. So what a gunshot was over there, nigga. He didn't shoot at you. Man, the fuck you talking about?
So that's where the bullet. But yeah, that would have.
Yeah.
He came close to getting me. Yeah, I was right here. Look, phone.
The phone line.
This is what I'm not kidding. Okay. He said, "I heard a gunshot." It's either you heard a gunshot or it was a gunshot. That's what I'm not getting, dude. All I know, like, dude, you supposed to say, "I heard it." It sound like one. I don't know. It do sound like one. Nigga, what? I heard a loud ass bang. What? I thought fool was in your face with it.
I still didn't find the actual bullet check. Yeah. Well, no, it's an exit for sure. You can see the exit, okay. But I haven't found the actual bullet check.
Oh, you know what? Is it?
Oh, you found it.
Yep.
Officers now begin their search for Mark's belongings that he may have dumped in the nearby park. Police are especially concerned since children frequent the park and they don't want the gun discovered by a kid.
Cap's gonna check around here and then
well, we don't know if he went through the woods, right?
We don't know, but he may have ditched it, so.
I would have put that bitch right under their nose, nigga. That bitch would have been right there. They thought I went all the way back there. That bitch was right there, bitch, the whole time. They stupid ass. They was dumb as fuck. You walking on it, dummy. Stupid ass, bitch. They thought I went all the way over there. Just walking all on the dummy.
He said he's somewhere around the corner here, but he's not sure if he like tossed his gun or if he tossed his hoodie. So, because he's only wearing a tank top.
Oh, y'all just think he tossed it. His dumb ass shit buried it.
There we go.
We're still missing something. We had it.
Oh no, yeah, we got the gun, magazine, book bag, everything. So.
Yep. They did say he had a mental problem, and we see it right now. We see the mental problem right now. We see it. We see the mental problem. We see that motherfucker. We see it. They got the gun, the magazine, and everything. The shell. Yep. And he got a mental problem. That motherfucker mental problem. Real problem. But motherfucker, you could have buried this. Everything inside a book bag, what can be found?
Gun, magazine, book bag, everything. So, grab a bag.
Among Mark's dumped belongings was a black hoodie, a Smith & Wesson 380 handgun, the magazine for the handgun, another sweatshirt, and a beige backpack with keys, a charging cord, and a Fanta soda inside. Even though Mark had initially complied with the officers, his behavior would soon drastically change. When he first arrived at the jail, he admitted to having controlled substances in his back pocket to the officer transporting him. The officer then collected 3 pieces of a blue unknown substance. Mark himself admitted that it was methamphetamine and that he ingested it 30 minutes prior. The officer observed that Mark's tongue and lips were blue, confirming those remarks. The suspected methamphetamine was weighed at 3.3 grams. A gunshot residue kit was also collected from Mark. During questioning regarding this item, he admitted to firing a gun that same day. The next morning, an officer monitoring the jail...
Dumbass nigga. Dumbass nigga. I think fool lad doing dumbass shit. He doing dumbass shit. Reacting because of anger or some shit. Because there ain't no way, nigga. This is too clumsy.
Noticed suspicious activity by Mark in his cell. The officer proceeded to investigate, and when he opened the cell door, Mark immediately stood in front of the officer. After telling him to back up, Mark said, "I don't f*** with cops," and charged at the officer. He lunged forward with arms extended and fought with the officer. He struck the officer in the back of the head twice with a closed right fist. The officer was able to get behind Mark and hold him behind his waist. Mark then reached back and attempted to dig his fingertips and nails into the back of the officer's head. He struck the officer officer 4 additional times in the head with a closed right fist and once with a closed left fist before getting him back in the cell and closing the door. After this incident, it was determined that Mark needed to be moved to the detox cell. When officers attempted to do this, he resisted, and officers had to control his legs and arms to keep him from striking officers. After gaining control over Mark, he was moved to a chair to be checked out by EMS due to the amount of fighting that ensued. It was then determined that Mark should be evaluated because his heart rate was so high. He was transported to University Hospital, and while there were no further incidents, he continued screaming and was sedated. Charges against Mark include felonious assault, discharging a firearm, assault on a police officer, and methamphetamine possession. As part of a plea...
He was beating the shit out that nigga, boy. He was beating the shit out that nigga. Fool. That's why I can't be a police officer, cause fool. That fighting shit will get you only so far. Especially if I got a firearm on me. That fighting shit will get you so far. You get the swinging, boom, boom. I get the swinging and your ass ain't feeling my hits for real. You on them drugs ain't making you feeling my hits. Nigga, okay, a 40 wheel. Bitch a 40 wheel. I'm telling you now, a 40 wheel. That bitch gonna put them down. A 9, a 380, the same anything you want. Cause nigga, I ain't finna keep fighting him. He wanna be on drugs and them drugs ain't gonna make him feel these hits. Hell nah. Fuck that shit. I'm not finna fight him. What I'm fighting him for? Nigga, I'm fighting him and he ain't feeling my shit. Okay. That's when the stick come out, bitch. The fuck? Leave his ass there. Leave his ass. He would have not been a court date. He would have not needed no motherfucking. None of that shit y'all gave him for motherfucking for keeping his arms and shit. He would not been hitting nobody again. I'm telling you, nobody again. On hood. You feel me, man? Like, make sure y'all boys get at me, man. That 2Sneaky, man. I'll be back to back with other videos like we always do, man. And we stream every day, man. You feel me? Make sure y'all boys get at me, man. That 2Sneaky on all platforms, man. And it's 2Sneaky and we out with it, man. Let's go.